Welcome in. I'm Jason Priester, part of allclemsontigers.com, part of the Clemson Maven multimedia platform, covering all things Clemson athletics. Today, we're going to take a little peek at Clemson's regional opener against Lipscomb. Clemson comes in, obviously, as the 1 seed in the regional, being the 4 seed overall. And Lipscomb's the 4 seed in the regional. Game's 1 o'clock Friday. Before we dive in, want to remind everyone, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We're starting to put out more video content all the time. You don't want to miss it. So do us a favor and subscribe to the channel. But, yeah, I think this is an interesting matchup for Clemson. Lipscomb is 14-15 on the road this season. Clemson is 24-10 at home. A little bit misleading. Clemson has not lost at home since a midweek game against Georgia back on April 18th. Since they got this thing turned around in that series against Florida State and Tallahassee, Clemson's only lost twice at home, since then. It's been a remarkable run. As good as they've been on the road, they've been even better at home, over the back half of the season. Still think this is an interesting matchup. Austin Gordon's going to get the start. And this is a Lipscomb team that has a lot of power in the lineup. They have hit 106 home runs this season. Austin Kelly's hit 21. Alex Vergara's hit 21. Trace Willite's hit 17. Caleb Ketchup's hit 16. There is a lot of pop, here. They've only got 2 guys hitting over 300 in Willite and Kelly. But don't be fooled. There is a lot of pop in this lineup. And when they get on base, they are very aggressive. They've stolen 99 bases this season. They like to put pressure on defenses and make you make plays. And if you make mistakes, throwing errors and the like, they tend to capitalize on them and make you pay, kind of similar to what Clemson does. As far as why I think this is an interesting matchup, because with Gordon, as good as he's been down the stretch, and make no mistake, he has been fantastic. He has been susceptible to giving up the long ball this season. He's given up 17 home runs this year, which that number's a little bit skewed because a lot of those came in the first half. He gave up 3 against UCF. He gave up 3 against Georgia State. He gave up 2 against Duke. 1 against Georgia Tech, 2 against Wake Forest, and 2 more against Florida State. Yeah. Since then, since that Florida State series, when Clemson turned this thing around and has gone on this scorched earth run, he's given up 4 home runs. And I haven't looked it up, but it feels like most of those 4 have been solo shots. And if you're going to give up home runs, you want them to be solo shots. Gordon's been really good down the stretch. He is really improved as far as giving up the home run ball. As far as Lipscomb is concerned, as a pitching staff, they come in with an ERA as a staff of 5.06. I would fully expect Braden Tucker to get the start. He's got a 3.54 ERA. He's 7-0 on the season. He's got a 1.16 whip, which is excellent. He struck out 86 hitters in 86 1/3 innings, and he does not walk many guys, 27 walks in those 86 1/3 innings. So Clemson's going to have to put the ball in play. Don't expect him to walk a lot of guys, although, the last few weeks, it's been a raucous environment there at Doug Kingsmore with the balloons and the music. It has really made an impact on some of the visiting teams. But we'll see. We'll see how this pitching staff handles it. Eric Backus said today Austin Gordon would get the start in game 1. Caden Grice would go in game 2. And, to me, that's a no-brainer. You're only guaranteed 2 games in this thing. You go with your 2 best pitchers in those games, and you go from there. Even after using Gordon and Grice, you're going to have Dard and that really strong bullpen. It's been really good over the second half of this season. Friday afternoon, 1 o'clock. The game's going to be televised on ESPN Plus. The winner will go on to face the winner of the Tennessee-Charlotte game, which is played later at 6 o'clock Friday. The loser will play early Saturday against the loser of the Tennessee-Charlotte game. Once we know the opponent for the next matchup, we'll do a quick preview. So appreciate y'all tuning in. Keep checking in, allclemsontigers.com. We'll have you covered all the news from the regional all